If you were looking for an epic adventure outside of Reykjavik, Iceland, you landed in the right place. In my last video, we snowmobiled on glaciers, explored ice caves, and in this video, you can expect epic Super Jeep adventures, exploring hot springs, and riding Icelandic horses. Plus, a surprise at the end of the video. But first, we kick it off with the adventure on day 3. Good morning! Here we are for day 3. I'm so excited. There's no northern lights last night, but we're about to have an awesome breakfast. And we're going to explore another day. Luckily, the weather looks like it's holding up. Let's check outside. And yeah, that's Iceland for you. It is extremely windy. And we definitely were getting blown around sometimes yesterday at the black sand beach, which was nuts. But yeah, I need to go quickly eat. After an amazing breakfast, it was time to hit the road in a Super Jeep. They have these amazing Super Jeeps provided by South Coast Adventures that can take you on tours all over the south coast of Iceland. It is now really windy. But this is the glacier that in 2010 the volcano underneath it erupted and it created one of the largest ash clouds that has ever been seen probably by mankind. And it disrupted travel like everywhere across the Atlantic Ocean. And now we're standing right beneath the glacier. This is nuts. Can you say that again?
Jökull.
Okay.
Glacier. And then the eruption started, melting everything on top, like a few hundred meters of ice. Everything flooded, came out, broke the icebergs on the way, even took some large rocks like here with it, ash, all the pumice and ash, everything flooded out. So like that flood, it's not only water, it's like a stew, everything mixed coming out. Then it took the glacial lake that used to be in front with it, and maybe a bit of compressed air as well on the way, and everything went out.
Guys, so this is the glacier we were snowmobiling on the other day, and I can't believe it. Seeing it from a different angle from down below here is definitely cool. But this is how you say it, or I'm gonna try to say it. They said in 2010, it was funny because all the news reporters kept trying to say Eyjafjallajökull yogurt, and I probably messed that up as well, but it means glacier of the Westman Islands, and glacier of the mountain of the Westman Islands. I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely a complicated language, Icelandic, but it's definitely a really beautiful country and place to visit. And yeah, the fact that you can come out here in these giant Super Jeeps is pretty cool. I don't know if you can actually hear me because of the wind, but it's time to get back inside because it's getting cold. So we headed to the Super Jeeps to head to lunch. So now just got some lunch and we're heading to eat it inside this cute cabin. First have to take our shoes off. But this is so beautiful, the sun came out. It was so nice. Hotel Ranga packed us some lunches to go so we never had to interrupt our adventure. After lunch, it was time to head to see the Game of Thrones canyon, which was filmed in the series.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame.
How do you say the name of the canyon again? How do you say
the name of the canyon in general in Icelandic?
Yes.
It's Stakkotsgjá.
Stakkotsgjá.
Yeah, pretty close. Stakkotsgjá. But we have a really good English version now, as we just call it the Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones canyon.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm just relaxing after such a fun-filled day. Oh my god. We saw the filming location of Game of Thrones, and not only that, got to hike around through it. We were driving on these giant, like, Super Jeeps, and I've honestly seen nothing like this anywhere I've been. These cars are massive. And yeah, it's just been fun to like roll around on top of riverbeds and everything. And now just relaxing. It's been such an awesome trip. One of the girls that works here, she like created this book with a grant she got from the Icelandic government, and it is so interesting. And yeah, I don't know, everything's been really cool to be able to meet some of the locals as well in the area, learn about how they live here in the south coast of Iceland. Is just amazing, and I just can't get over how beautiful and how often the landscape changes. Check this out. It literally was snowing in full of snow before, and check this out now. I'm gonna flip the camera, and now the snow is gone, but it just still is beautiful, and it is just a constantly changing landscape. But for now, I'm gonna get ready for dinner and then maybe just hang out in the game room tonight and chill. Okay guys, we are about to have dinner, and I got this Belgium hot chocolate and it is so good. I was wondering why it tastes so yummy, but we are about to have the cutest dinner. Not cutest, but like a formal-ish dinner, and it looks so beautiful with such an amazing view. Dinner was served and our group had a nice little private meal in the upstairs area where they host special events at Hotel Ranga. The food was delicious. I got the Icelandic beef, and my favorite thing was definitely the dessert. And we even had a live musician. Alright guys, day 4. Oh my god, this has been such an awesome experience, but now we're having our last full day, and I'm gonna go grab breakfast, wearing a bathing suit, even in this cold, because we're gonna go check out some hot spring. That looks really cute. And then, yeah, another day of adventure in Iceland. Honestly, I never know what to expect here, but it is like you're on another planet. But for now, let's go get some breakfast.
You on my shoulders as long as I'm able. Scare the monsters under your bed. Deep and abiding, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
Alright guys, that was super cool. And now, heading back. But what an experience going in this like natural spring in the middle of nowhere. So cool. We're heading to ride some Icelandic horses. We stopped for some hot dogs. Icelandic hot dog with everything on it, fully loaded. Alright guys, we're here at Skeetvillir, an Icelandic horses farm, and it's so awesome. This is a family-owned farm, and you can see they have a lot of horses. They have over 100 Icelandic horses, and this place is awesome. They do tours, so you can come visit the stables, and yeah, we're actually going to be able to try to ride an Icelandic horse.
So let's just walk around a little bit, and I can tell you a little bit about the magic of the Icelandic horse. Do here, this is like a horse breeding farm. My parents own the farm, and I'm running the business here. And we have been, or they have been breeding horses now for over 50 years, and we have about 120 horses on the farm. Rather tall one though, but this is a very pretty one. And this is maybe a little bit tall compared to an Icelandic horse, but
what's his name?
His name is Rökkvi. He is actually not bred here. We just bought him a couple of days ago.
We're chewing on.
Oh my gosh, they're so soft.
They needed to survive outside, and it's easier to protect themselves from wind and snow and storm if they're a bit smaller.
Yeah.
They grew quite much sturdier, so all joints and bone structure in this horse is very strong. So they kept like the strength that they had.
After learning about the Icelandic horses, it was time to learn how to ride them.
The place where is a two-beaded gate, mostly ridden in races. So we're not gonna show it now in here. This is the tusk, and this is the gate that a lot of people, that's why they love this horse, because it's very smooth to sit on, as you can see.
Making me feel like I'm falling, and when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling.
Alrighty guys, last night here in Iceland in a Hotel Ranga, and now we're actually going for a surprise dinner. I don't really know exactly where we're going, what we're gonna be eating, but I do always love a good surprise, and so far Hotel Ranga and everything about this trip has just blown my mind, so I know we are gonna definitely have something cool in store for us. Alright guys, so I'm getting some ideas that we're eating in a cave because we just got to this cave's hella, and yeah, this is definitely not where we're eating. I think we're eating in a freaking cave. This is so cool.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
So guys, my name is Stefan. I'm here from this village Hella, and you are now in Ægisíða. That's the name of the farm. And in the southern part of Iceland we have about 200 man-made caves. Most of them between those two rivers, Rangá, and the next one called Þjórsá, about 120 to 130. And the most you can find in one place, at least that we know of, is here in this farm, where we have 12 caves, but only 3 of them, / 4 of them are accessible. Caves that are most likely done like way before settlement times. So therefore we only have one rule inside those caves, and that is that we are not allowed to touch anything. They're all made out of sandstone, and sandstone is very fragile. We have a lot of carvings, names, dates, drawings, old with new. Everyone's ready, so we walk down and check this out.
Yes.
See what?
Oh, I was about to be like, do you keep the key under a rock?
Yeah, it's okay. Use this one to show people how easy it is to carve in it. It's very easy to damage it, and that's why I ask people not to touch it. To allow people to touch this one instead. You want to get it out of your system before you walk inside.
Whoa. Whoa.
Mustard skewer and cucumber and apple relish. Wow. Please enjoy.
Thank you.
Sort of like Viking style dinner that we're trying to put together. So what we have tonight is 1 spoon. You don't get any cutlery, so you're eating with 1 spoon. And you get 1 glass to drink out of. So you have to keep the spoon and the glass. I guess everyone has bottles, but
Say it's the Viking way.
this is the Viking way. Apart from the bottles.
I'm doing it wrong my whole life.
And you're just always bragging about being
Well, maybe not.
You only get 1 spoon.
So, what do we think?
Time to try to use a spoon to eat lamb. And I'm trying to eat with my right hand.
Is this the last time I touch my camera tonight?
This cave dinner was so unexpected. We all wore Icelandic sweaters and enjoyed the desserts and food as it came out. Finally, it was time to learn more about the caves themselves.
How they get here?
Yeah.
Somebody made this, somebody dug this out. It's handmade. It's you can see, it's easier to see it in the entrance there. You can see tool marks. Everything points to this being done like before settlement time, so even before Nordic people or Vikings.
How far what would that be?
And then over time, of course, everything's like mixes into this Nordic culture that takes over everything and becomes the stories that we know and tell and are constantly bragging about all the time, of course, because they're like super cool and Vikings are cool guys. If that's the case, we have this huge industrial kitchen with all those caves around us. So it could be the people might have gathered here to cook food. This there is a storage room or possibly storage or a pantry or something. It has like those two hooks. And then here we have more space. It has been widened a bit from both sides for people to sit, like you guys. So some sort of a community kitchen, town hall, place of gathering. If you look through different stories, different societies, different communities, there's always a place of gathering somewhere, usually around food. And then the reason why we have no roof is probably because, like in the end there, we have remains of a chimney, like a half circle. One here, one or two in the middle, that later then become the reason why we have no roof. Too many holes weaken the structure, and eventually it gives in. Probably happens when no one's here anymore.
Oh.
A-L-K-A. Salka. An Icelandic woman's name.
Okay, so that was such a unique experience I was not expecting. We just had a dinner here in the caves, and there's over like 3,000 caves or something. There's a ton, and this was even pre-Viking. So like those caves might be 1,500 years plus. But yeah, it was so cool. The food was so amazing. And we ate like traditional Vikings did, with a spoon and a wooden plate. And definitely was yummy. But it is getting cold, so we're heading back to Hotel Ranga. How did you decide to have everybody start writing on the building?
It was just something that like we were one day or after work we were like talking like it would be cool if we would have like a big piece of stone that somebody could write on.
It was time to leave our mark here in Iceland as well. But finally it was time to go back to Hotel Ranga, and I had an early morning. We left Hotel Ranga to go back to Reykjavik, where I was off on my own little adventure for one more night in the city center, taking a food tour, as well as going to see a live show. Actually, it was Jesus Christ Superstar while I was there, and then heading back where I got to fly over Greenland. I hope this helped you plan your solo adventure to Iceland. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and as always, like this video so more people can find it and it can help others travel to Iceland.
I look into